2020 was a record-setting year for gun sales, but another thing that is now soaring is people who are signing up for concealed carry classes.
Fox 13's Spencer Joseph sat in on a class today and joins us from Utah's Capitol Hill.
A little bit of background about Utah's gun laws. We are a shall issue state, which means if you go through the class, you can get your CCW permit. For Phil SNYDER, who, by the way, today actually celebrates 25 years in law enforcement, he says he's never seen his classes any busier.
Because I enjoy making people confident and responsible and safe with the guns.
For retired law enforcement officer Phil SNYDER,
And being prepared in case they do need it.
He's seeing a lot of new business at his concealed carry classes.
Things were kind of low, they were kind of steady, and then right after the November 3rd election there was this big spike. But every time there's some political news that comes out, yeah, I definitely do notice a spike, and there's more people that are coming to the classes.
SNYDER travels all over the state to teach, even hosting private classes. And for him, he says safety is the #1 priority.
I mean, I think the most important part of the class is the safety. If somebody is starting to carry a gun around and they don't know how to safe handle it, there's a lot of different accidents that can occur.
Which is why he always encourages further training, especially shooting practice outside the classroom.
And if they don't feel comfortable accurately shooting at a paper target, I encourage them to get further training. In the beginning of the class, I will ask them by a show of hands, I'll kind of do a little survey, how much experience? And most of them, the majority, they have little or no experience with a gun.
I was one of the people who raised my hand that I didn't know much about how to handle a gun.
One of those who took his advice is ALEXIA.
I took the concealed carry class first, which I wish that I would have taken the pistol training first.
Before 2020, she says,
I wouldn't have ever thought that I would have been here. Throughout 2020, was watching the news and eventually saw a police car in Salt Lake on fire, flipped over, and realized that things might be getting a little crazy. The founding fathers, at the time that they wrote it, assumed that people would be responsible with how they were using their guns and assumed that people would know how to use the gun.
So in uncertain times,
to be able to have that reassurance that I have not only the freedom to do that, but the means necessary to protect ourselves.
I think as long as people are concerned, they're going to want to, carrying that gun is going to make them feel safe.
For SNYDER, he says the classroom he rents is getting too small and he needs to probably expand soon. Also saying he might even expand to other states if business keeps growing this well. On the Hill, Spencer Joseph, Fox 13 News, Utah.